Yeah, hi Siva.
Hi, Prasanjay. Can you tell me about yourself, Prasanjay?
Yeah, my name is Prasanjay Kumar. I have a 6.7 year of experience and working for working for Sapiens Technology Limited. And my project is totally based on the insurance domain. And my role is working as a backend developer, new kind of enhancement, development, functionality related to business logic, and some kind of bug fixing. So that kind of work I used to do on daily basis.
Okay. So you work on Java 8?
Yes, Java 8 I have worked.
Okay. Can you tell me the features?
Yeah, for Java, like a feature came Stream API, collection API improvement, time API improvement, functional interface, Lambda expression, and files IO related improvement.
What is function interface?
Functional interface are those interface which can have only one which can have only one abstract method, and it can have any number of a default and a static method. So that is a functional interface.
What is the difference between map and flat map in Java
Yeah,
streams?
map, it will give you a result from the stream, we can perform like a map. Using map we can perform like a filter we can do, but flat map, it will give the result from the your stream. But flat map, it will give your output like a zero or more than zero. We have a two list, and if you want to combine those two lists, and I want to get into one list, into one like a record. So both lists will get combined, and flat map, it will give you output for combining the both array list, like array list or any kind of a data. So just it's combining the record.
What is optional?
Optional is a keyword in Java 8, and that is used to handle the handle or check the value is not null or not. Value is null or not. So that is used to check the value, whether its value is having null or not.
Okay. So coming to REST,
Yes.
what do you know about REST?
REST is used to we have this API, and REST is used to take the request and send a response. So REST is used mostly. REST is used that is a you for Spring framework. We are using that is a REST controller. So at the REST controller, it will identify that whatever you are going to write a API, that we have to write in REST API, REST controller, and that controller is going to handle your request and it will send you a response. Either it can be a JSON, XML, text, any kind of a format. So just consuming and producing the data.
Okay.
Yeah.
How to get header information which is passed in post request?
So okay, for header information, we have a request dot get header. We have a from header, we are passing the information like a auth token we are passing. So we have to header name, whatever we have to get, we are passing the value in header. We have to take the key from the like auth token, we are some token we are passing that in header. So from there we have to take request dot get header.
Do you know Spring Boot annotations which will do the same thing?
Spring boot annotation which will do the same thing for that one I have not used.
Okay. How to get the body of a request?
Sorry, how to get the
Body of a request.
body of the request. So for that body of request, directly we are calling request dot get parameter. And Spring Boot also we can use directly body of the request. Likely we are taking the we have a value like a name. We have a value in the body. Directly we can take a request dot get parameter and request
Okay.
body.
Okay, but we can use annotations like Spring Boot annotations at the rate request body.
Yes, request body at a request body.
Okay, we can use that one, right? Simple.
Yes, yeah, I told request body.
How to get the query string values?
Query string value. So we have to use a query param for that.
What about path? I
Path,
have some value in the path. Yeah.
you have, okay, if you have a path value in the that URL itself, then you can use path param, and yeah, path param you can take the value.
What are the advantages of microservices?
The main advantage of microservices is decoupling. and it's decoupling. And the second advantage, like a continuous development we can do. And one more advantage, like we have no need to put down all services like down, or we can continue just making those changes, and we can upgrade, make them that server make them server available. So here
Disad-
is, sorry.
what about the disadvantage?
Disadvantage means like a travel is like a multiple API we are calling inside, and troubleshooting it will be disadvantage. And multiple remote call is there, so that will be delay kind of a response we can get.
Mhm. What are the design patterns you have used in microservices?
uh, Microservice design pattern, like in Java we are using singleton design pattern, and this factory we are using.
You don't know about microservices patterns?
Microservice design pattern, only I know this REST template object, because don't have that much experience, so less experience I have in microservice, 1 year only. So design pattern, REST template we are using get for object, we are calling getting, taking the request to get, and we are getting request API, and we are sending a response
What
using.
is the difference between hash map and concurrent hash map?
The main difference of hash map and concurrent hash map is a hash map is a synchronized, and concurrent hash map is not synchronized. So in a hash map, if you'll see like a uh, uh, hash map, multiple thread can access the object, but in concurrent hash map is multiple thread cannot be access the object, because locking will be applied in concurrent hash map. So that locking will be applied at a segment level.
Did you use any multi-threading classes?
Executor framework I have used.
Which one?
Executor framework.
Do you know about future?
Executor
Exec-
framework you are asking.
no. Do you have any idea on future object?
Yeah, feature object I have heard. Feature object it is returning, like you cancel the job, and yeah.
How do you write scheduling code for Spring Boot?
Okay, I have to schedule something in Spring Boot, right?
Yes.
So for that one, we have at the rate scheduler annotation, and we have to give some fixed delay, and we have to pass the cron expression in that. Before like in that method, if I want to run one method, before that I have to use that annotation, at the rate scheduler.
How do you write queries in JP repository?
How JPA repository query?
Hmm.
JPA have not worked. Hibernate I have worked.
Okay, fine. So, what do you know about Spring Boot?
Spring Boot is used to like used to deploy your application independently. No need to like additional config. No need to configure additional server like a Tomcat. That is already inbuilt, and the main advantage, like a Spring Boot, if we say, like it's a minimize the XML configuration. First advantage. Second advantage, we can just run that main class, and we can, the server will be up. And third advantage, we can change the port also for the server by going to application.property file. And the fourth is just it's also minimize the configuration also, like XML configuration. Lot of thing we have to do in Spring, but Spring Boot we have a, this thing is minimized.
How do you deploy your application?
So just we are going to create our that jar file, and that jar file we are going to run that. So and that main method we are going to call, that's it.
No, no. Where do you deploy?
Yes.
Where do you deploy?
Yeah, jar we have deployed in the server, and after that we have a one meta ini file inside. Inside meta ini file, it will take the your main class information it will contain, and that in the class, that using script we have to call the main class.
Which server are you using?
Here we are using Tomcat server.
Okay. Did you hear about Docker and Kubernetes?
Docker, Kubernetes I have heard, but I have not used.
Okay. Can you write some piece of code which I will tell?
Yes, yes.
See, I have a list of strings. Okay.
Okay,
I want to filter one of the string using Java 8 streams.
okay,
Take any take any value of the string
okay,
in a list.
okay. Can I share my screen, or
Yes.
how?
Please share your screen.
Yes, okay. I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So I'm writing in notepad. Just I have to filter the data, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You don't have editor?
Sorry,
You don't have editor in your machine?
I have Eclipse here.
Okay, fine.
If you want, I can open,
You,
but it will take time. I can open if you want.
okay, okay, good.
Okay, then I'm opening. You mean I have to open, right?
No, no, no.
Okay, okay,
Carry what is
okay,
notepad.
okay. So I have a suppose. Uh, suppose I have a name, Prasanjay. So this one you can see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So in one line of code, I'm just taking the stream data, and I'm trying to filter with p. Whichever string is start with p, I want to filter, and I want to take the printout. I means I want to take the printer. So here, whatever name is starting with p, Prasanjay will be the output.
Okay.
Yeah. So one more bracket is I'm missing here. So this is a bracket here.
Okay, Sanjay. I'm done with the interview. HR will call back you. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Thank you. Bye. Guys, guys, I have done my interview. Almost I have answered all questions. Let's see what will the feedback. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you.